I don't know. That's going to be really bad. That's not even working either.
I don't know what to tell you, Colin. Now my mic decides to work. Let's go.
It's working? I'm afraid to click buttons.
What?
I'm afraid to click buttons.
Don't click the button, Colin. That's your mom.
Say,
Well,
hi, Mom.
if you're just joining the stream, me and cameraman Scratch tonight, Colin Morrow, we're just dancing for his mother.
Oh, it's wild. Give her the whip. Give her the whip.
Give her the, hit her with a little bit of whip and nene.
Yeah.
All right. If you are just joining us, welcome in for House Hockey Podcast's Game to Watch. It's the number 7 from last year, ranked out in the West, Utah State versus the number 4, Weber State University. And man, both these teams during the offseason, all I can say is armament race. Both of these teams beefed up forwards, defensemen, and in the goalie categories.
I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like him.
I like him. I like him. He's a nice guy.
Are you unmuted?
Huh?
Are you unmuted?
I am. We are live. how do I get this box off of the screen? Well, let me show you. There's a white box on the screen.
What's his name?
That's who I just tried to call and he didn't answer.
Oh. You can run and get him?
Yeah, go get him. Sorry, folks. We are trying to deal with that white box that is on the screen. We are trying to get rid of that. I've also got like 4 different games I'm watching right now because I work for Weber State, so I'm trying to keep track of the football game, and I'm a season ticket member for Real Salt Lake, so I'm also trying to get their info as well. How do I get rid of that? Never fear, the cameraman's here.
How come I can't see on the camera what it's looking at either?
So you can look at that?
Because it's hard for me to look at that while turning the camera.
Yeah.
Whatever you did.
Okay, so are you gonna zoom in at all?
Probably not with this camera.
Okay, yeah. I would, just cause like the focus is that front little thing. So
freak did I touch? My hand? Thank you.
Yeah.
Guess what I have today? My dad's bringing me a half gallon of chocolate milk.
Did your mom bring it to you?
No, my dad's getting it. That's why my mom's right there and my dad's gone. He went for the milk.
Sorry, folks. Thank you so much for joining us again. We did get that white box removed, and Colin Morrill, our cameraman for tonight, just telling me what's on the mid-game snackage provided from his lovely parents. It's going to be half a gallon of chocolate milk and some other various snacks. He is so excited for that. After warm-ups, we'll go over our pre-game stuff, the starting lineups. Stick around. Weber State fans packing the house for the first time in a long time. It looks as if it'll be a 75%, 25% split. Weber State, Utah State. Normally, we're around that 50-50 mark, but Weber State showing out tonight. Got about a minute 35 to go here in warm-ups, both teams. Warm-ups about to conclude here. We'll do that quick little pan to show you, yes, the Utah State Aggies are here, and I can say, let's go over the visiting team jersey review from yourself. Truly, I like Utah State's jerseys. I do, okay? They get bonus points for having nameplates on all of their jerseys. Right off the bat. That'll make any jersey way better if they have nameplates. But now let's go through the colors. Red, Aggie blue, gray. 3 colors you really can't go wrong with when making a jersey. And I can say these Utah State uniforms, they look pretty clean, as they always do. Now, over to Weber State. The New Jersey supplier, XJ Jerseys. Still, we kept the old look. We got rid of the gray, so now it's just purple, black, and white. They look clean, they look good, and just like Utah State's colorway, it's really hard to go wrong with those colors. And now we've got 15 minutes for the start of the game. We're gonna go over pregame. Thank you, Colin. Colin showed up ready for work today. Schuster making sure. Let's hurry and focus in here on Weber State skater Isaac Schuster, standing with authority in center ice, making sure the Utah State Aggies get off his ice, making sure they know they are not welcome on his ice. Schuster standing firm. Now the ref's making him get off the ice. Schuster has that victorious, ha-ha, I won the battle. Now let's go to war. Perfect. Now we've got that synced up. Let's go over the starting lineups for both teams. Starting with the visiting Utah State Aggies. Forward number 15, Zach Beers. Number 23, Jackson Ferry. And number 29, Sam Pfeiffer. In defense, they have returning number 2, Garrett Bogan, and a strong blue line man, number 9, Tate Jensen. In net, the senior. He stands tall in his net almost every time Weber plays. Number 35, Titan Anderson. Now for the hosts, Weber State Wildcats. In forward category, we've got number 16, Makar Kalashkov. He currently leads the team with 4 goals as he scored 4 last night against Utah Valley. Number 19, Kevin Norwood, captaining the side. Number 66, Caden Hunter. And in the defense category, we have the 2-brother pairing. We'll start with the elder one, number 5, Parker James, and the younger James, number 21, Cooper James, on his right. In net, a formidable foe, number 35, Owen Yancey. In net for both teams, it's the battle for 35. You have a strong netminder on either side. Whoever scores first may come away with this one.
And water. What is that smell? Do you have dog crap on your shoes? Do you smell it?
That's like $40 right there.
No, it's simple too. It's like a bite.
Hopefully we've got Toozy's Army in chat tonight. They were in full force yesterday. If you're here supporting Toozy, that'd be number 72, Jaden Hughes. Let us know.
Oh, so good.
And I don't think that jersey's black.
That one?
Yeah, it stinks.
Is that what it is?
Probably what it is.
I
don't want to smell. I'm not going to. Because I've been wondering what it's been this whole time.
Hey, Toozy's Army in chat. Here we go. Like I said, they were in full force yesterday, supporting their favorite streamer and one of our favorite players, number 72, Jaden Hughes. The referee's taking the ice.
Hey, it's Murphy's dad.
I'm going to keep that starting lineup up for about another minute, making sure everyone knows the starting lineup. We've already went over it. You've got Zach Pierce, Jackson Ferry, and Sam Pfeiffer leading the forward category for Utah State. In defense, they have Garrett Bogan and Tate Jensen. And in net, as always, formidable foe, Titan Anderson, the senior. Now we look for Weber State. We've got Makar Kalashkov, the Russian product, alongside Kevin Norwood and Caden Hunter. In defense, we have the brother pairing of Parker and Cooper James. And in net, another formidable foe, number 35, Owen Yancey. Don't do this now. Don't do this now. Not today, please, not today. Okay, there we go.
What'd it do?
It froze.
The audio? Did you hook up the right cable?
Like it, huh?
Did you hook up the right cable?
Yeah. But this one, it's just OBS. The streaming software. OBS sucks. As both teams make their way to the ice here, the student section for Weber has shown out in full force, So has the community here in Ogden, Utah. It's looking like a safe 75-25 split in favor of the Wildcats.
Tonight, Weber State takes on Utah State. Our starting lineup for Utah State. Left defense, number 9, right defense, number 2, Garrett Logan. Left wing, number 23, Jackson Ferry. Center, number 15, Zach.
We're looking about, I'd say about 75% capacity for the barn tonight. Not the usual pack for these two teams.
And for Weber, left defense, from Long Beach, California, number 21, Cooper James. Right defense, from Long Beach, California, number 5, Parker James. Left wing, from Plymouth, Massachusetts, number 19, Kevin Norwood. Center, from Cedar City, Utah, number 66, Kate Hunter. Right wing, from Moscow, Russia, number 16, Lakar Koskov. And goal, from Gilbertsville, Pennsylvania, number 35, Owen Yancey. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Move your hats. Put your hands over your heart for the national anthem. Tonight, the national anthem will be sung by Alyssa Anderson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we rushed were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang their guns
When the cameraman forgets to silence his phone, so it goes off during the national anthem, that's always a bit fun. Now here we go. I'd argue the best two hockey teams in the state of Utah. Utah State, Weber State. We're about to get going here. And it's always the second time they've blessed us with their presence, because it's only the second game of the season. But Tuesday Army in chat here tonight. If you didn't know, they're supporting Tuesday number 72, Jaden Hughes for Weber State. Utah State wins the faceoff. Back to Bogan. Bogan rushes up ice and elects to dump it in. Owen Yancey elects to play the puck and sends it into the corner. Fan on a shot was Tate Jensen. Shot in front and almost breaking the deadlock here early was Utah State. Owen Yancey, a desperation save. Kloshkov back to Parker James, over to his brother Cooper. Back to Parker. James up to Kloshkov. Kloshkov checked off by Tate Jensen. Kevin Norwood now winning the race to the loose puck. Hits a man off. Now tied up there. Pierre's over to Jensen. Jensen now stretch pass. Intercepted by Takatani. Takatani tried to get the stretch pass to go to Mater. Just couldn't get it to go. Now turnover in front. Mater. Alonzo shot loose. Just went. Getting an edge on that was Titan Anderson. Loose puck now controlled by Utah State. They flip it up to Anderson. Anderson likes to dump it in the corner. You can already tell this battle is going to be very physical between these two teams. Almost went 5-hole on. Yancey was Furlong or Fergang. Shot rings around. LaFontaine collects. Cross crease pass. No one home. Takatani stretch pass to Mater. Mater in alone. Shot. And he scores! On the goal, number 10, Corey Mater, with the assist going to number 13, Noah Takatani.
That was number 10, Corey Mater, and number 13, Noah Takatani, for another winner!
Face-off won by Weber State there. Lost it in his skate. Was Abercrombie able to hit Byron off of it? Weber State in possession now. Turnover, Wallace shot. Blockered away by Yancey in the corner now. Utah State still in possession. They get it up to that half-dash mark now. They'll ring it around the corners. I believe that's Wallace back there. Turned over now, Weber State. Reed dumps it in, and Manningly leaves it for Reed. Shot. Could not tell if that was a shot or a pass. If it was a shot, it was a very poor one. Big hit there from Mooney of Utah State on Reed. Shot saved from Yancey. Weber State now up to Reed. Reed in a lone hill. Dump it in and go for the line change now. James able to cause some disruption there. Looked as for a moment he was almost about to come away with that there in that Utah State zone. High bounce off that low glass. Byron comes it in and will have, it looked for a moment as that far official set his arm up for a delayed penalty against Weber, but no longer the case. Up and out of play. We'll have a face-off here, blocker side of Yancey, the netminder for Weber. Face-off won by Weber in their own zone. Up to Artukovic. Artukovic Over to Hughes. Hughes unable to win the race. We'll have a face-off there just outside of the reach of Jaden Hughes from the pass from Artukovic, and that'll go for a Weber State icing. Face-off won by Weber, however, loose puck controlled for a moment there by Utah State. Now pinned is Seed of Weber. Now Hughes on the puck. Hughes, bank pass, intercepted, went to Merritt. Shot in, desperation save by Yancey again, and the net comes off. It's Moreland. And Hayden Seed will get 2 minutes for Weber. It's going to be a roughing penalty. Face-off won by Utah State on their power play. LaFontaine over. Shot goes wide, and that'll squeak out all the way down to the Utah State zone. LaFontaine retreats, collects. Fully in possession now, still LaFontaine. LaFontaine. Drop pass to Ramsey. Ramsey up to Pierce, back to Ramsey. Pass over to Ferry, unable to collect. And Abercrombie sends it all the way down to Titan Anderson. LaFontaine, stick checked off of it by Hughes. Hughes able to force the turnover there. Bogan leading the charge, the defenseman. Intercepted now. Weber unable to capitalize on that moment to get the clearance. James hits a man off the puck. Hughes able to disrupt the shot, and that'll squeak all the way down. Bogan. Tries to bounce pass to Fernagan. I want to say I'm saying his name right. And Weber State back to full strength. That's LeBron. Shot in front. Feed. Able to squeak the pass up to Hunter. Hunter skates up. Drop pass from Kalashkov. Kalashkov couldn't find it. Fernagang turns it over. Abercrombie sends a shot in. Blockered away from Anderson. Cole sends a shot, and that's blockered away again from Anderson. Ramsey, pass up to Tinnenstead. I know I just butchered his name. Tedested, sorry. Norwood. Pass up to Hunter. Hunter finds his way to Kalashkov. Back to Hunter. Hunter shot. Just couldn't get it to go. Rings it all the way around the boards. Intercepted by LaFontaine. LaFontaine finds his man in Reese Bryan. Get off the puck there, now loose. Utah State trying to answer back. Now at the blue line there. LaFontaine shot, tipped in, and it covered safely by Yancey. Face-off won by Weber State, up to Takatani. Takatani hit off the puck by Sanborn. Sanborn dumps the puck in. Yancey collects, almost turning it over behind net was Owen Yancey. Shot in, blockered away, and that trickles out of the zone. Hogan hit off the puck by the short man Takatani of Weber State. Seed to Mater, pass intercepted. Alonzo rings it around for Artukovic. Artukovic up to Takatani, hit off. Weber State now on it by Artukovic. Artukovic dumps it in, and he's hit off. Takatani forces the turnover. Couldn't quite get it to go on the shot. Alonzo turns it over on a desperation pass to a defenseman, but luckily the James brothers back there on the blue line for Weber able to halt the momentum. Takatani tied up there in that corner with, I believe that's Ferry of Utah State. LaFontaine with a shot. Turned over. Mater just gets the jump out of the zone. Bank pass up and intercepted. Bomb now. Stretch pass to Ferry, finds its mark, and Pfeiffer had to retreat. And now, Verskoosh. Big hit there from Utah State. Hit Verskoosh. Sorry, Vesker, sorry. Now Hull on it for Weber. Hull, the fast defenseman shot. Almost found its way to the back of the net. Titan Anderson barely getting the save on it. Turnover in front. Shot in, just trickles wide. Mattingly finds his way to Vesker. Vesker over to Reed. Reed to Vesker. Intercepted on the return pass to Reed. Abercrombie there forcing the turnover for Weber. And offsides the call. Face-off infraction by Pregame. Face-off won by Anderson of Utah State. Gaining the zone. Delayed offsides. Looked, from my angle, it looked like it was onside for Utah State. Can't win them all. Stretch pass up to Schuster. Schuster gets the pass to go to Azadi, and we'll have, we could be having a penalty here against Utah State. That we will. It looked like there was a penalty. They did stop play. However, it'll just come outside. Face-off won by Kalashkov. Seed. Kalashkov back to Seed. Seed to Artukovic. Artukovic. Fans on the pass to Norwood. Norwood able to just get it inside that Utah State zone. Up to Bryan. Bryan intercepted by Hunter. Saldana to LaFontaine. LaFontaine tried to get fancy with it and ended up costing a great shot opportunity there as the shot never went. Shot in front. Big save there by Yancey. Face-off won by Utah State. Jensen just almost turning it over there. Kalashkov up to Norwood. Norwood, bang pass to no one. Jensen will collect it for Utah State. Stretch pass intercepted by James. James now bang pass up to Norwood. Norwood will dump it in and go for the chase. Utah State, Jensen has it now. Stretch pass. Intercepted now because of an offsides call that would have gone the way of Weber State had Utah State touched it. Jensen now on it again for Utah State. Up to, I believe that's LaFontaine. No, that's Pfeiffer, sorry. Shot saved there by Yancey, standing tall. Hunter over to Norwood. Norwood has Schuster. No, that's Azadi, my apologies. Azadi sends a shot in, and that's blockered away. Schuster tied up there in the corner, has Hughes in assistance. Now Hughes on the puck. Hughes, shot, blockered away. Pilgrim fighting with Hull. Hull comes victorious. Schuster now laying the body. Stretch pass shot finds its way wide of the net. The cameraman is a hockey player by trade, not a cameraman. Let's just throw that out there.
Different camera. Different camera.
It's also a different camera tonight.
I don't have to do much.
Face-off won by Weber Abercrombie. Rings it around to Hull. Just couldn't link up. Hull tries to clear it. Gifford now for Utah State. And a shot from nowhere. Almost found its way to the back of the net. Yancey standing tall. Stretch pass intercepted by Alonzo. Mater now. Shot. Abercrombie shot. Deflected. Utah State now on it. LaFontaine behind his own net. Utah State fans wanting a penalty against Alonzo for physicality when playing hockey. Player loses an edge. Almost found its way to the pass. The player lost his edge, able to make a clean pass. His teammates unable to counter. Stretch pass goes all the way down. Face-off won by Utah State. Mater now able to force a turnover. Now pinned. Azadi skates away with it. No, sorry, that's Vesker. Just saw the one. Vesker had to halt up, delayed offsides. Jensen now on it. Vesker and Mattingly force the turnover. Over to Vesker. Vesker skating in. Shot goes wide. Now Utah State hits it up and out of play. Cameraman doing great job so far. It's always fun having a cameraman you can have fun with. Face-off won by Weber in the offensive zone. James, shot tipped down. Couldn't get the clearance though. It's Kloshkov over to Norwood now. Norwood back to Kloshkov. Shot goes wide. Now Utah State on the attack. Loose puck picked up by Parker James. He'll send that all around to Kloshkov. Kloshkov coming to us from the NCDC program, the Utah Outliers. And he finds his way in over to Hunter. Hunter trying to be a one-man wrecking crew there. Over to Kloshkov, back to James. James dumps the puck in. Merritt forcing the turnover, just couldn't get it to go, was Norwood. And now Pfeiffer to LaFontaine. LaFontaine turning it over. Now Azadi almost had a breakaway there, but the fast skating of Jackson Ferry of the Aggies able to thwart that out. Piers to Ferry, just couldn't get it to go. In front now, shot. Big save there from Yancey. Yancey, desperation save there on the floor. Utah State unable to capitalize. Face-off won by Utah State there. Now it's Ferry. Ferry, stretch pass over to LaFontaine. Shot saved by Yancey. Takatani now sends a man tumbling down. Up to Mater now. Just couldn't corral it though. That'll dump all the way in. And icing waved off there late. Stretch pass up to Mater. Gets tipped in. Ramsey now for Utah State. Up to LaFontaine. Pilgrim. Shot goes well wide. Takatani corrals the loose puck for Weber. Feed now. Over to Artukovic. Artukovic. Bank pass up to Hughes. Hughes fighting his way through a man. Still tied up. He wants the call for holding. A call that will go unanswered. Feed with a shot, and he scores! that will be a goal from number 55, Aiden Feed. With the assist going to number 41, Louis Azadi, and number 4, Huk Artukovic. Face-off won by Utah State.
Number 55, Levy. Number 41,
Stretch pass all the way down. Yancey has to come out. No, he'll leave it for Parker. Over to Cooper now, up to Kalashkov. Up to Hunter, back to Kalashkov now. Kalashkov leads the charge. Shot in, glove down with authority by Anderson. Number 19, Caleb Sandborg. A run there late at Kalashkov, upsetting the Russian. And I don't know, folks, if there's one thing I would never do, and it's upset a Russian. Not a smart move. Kalashkov staring down with authority now. Face-off won by Kalashkov. Over to James. James sends a shot in, just goes wide. Rebound controlled by the elder, James Cooper. Now Utah State with it up to Tedston. Over to Fernigan. Kalashkov now forcing the turnover for Weber. It's Hunter. Hunter passes up to Norwood. Norwood hit off. Reed now on the puck. Sends a shot in front. Just couldn't get it to go. Bull shot saved by Anderson. Rebound controlled by Weber. Norwood shot goes wide. Abercrombie controls the rebound for Weber, and he'll ring it around as Weber State looks to finish the line change. Weber State now trying to get the puck. That shot goes wide from Anderson. Reed dumps the puck down in. Abercrombie. Pass up to Manningly. Manningly holds up. Pass to Reed. Reed. Big pass to Vesker. Vesker to Reed. Just couldn't get it to go. A delayed penalty now against Utah State. Yes, sir. Cooper James, 21. Parker James, number 5. I call them James and Cope because they're line mates on the defensive line. Face-off won by Utah State. 4-on-4 hockey for the next 2 minutes, even though we've got just under 2 minutes to go. Shot lost for a moment there. Yancey didn't have it. Abercrombie now. Sorry, no, that was Artukovic. Over to Theed. Theed. Pass up to Alonzo. Alonzo Drives in now with authority. Shot saved by Anderson. Shot goes in wide. Still loose, looking for it now. Now it comes out of the zone. And they score! Sorry, folks, I was reading the comments and I missed that goal. I'll have to get the official goal call there. Intermountain ACHA chiming in. Well, we've got
Number 66, taken under number 92,
we'll get the correct call. We'll get the penalties straightened up here in just a moment. They're going to send it to intermission. That goal scorer, number 66, Caden Hunter with the assist going to 92, Matt Hull, and number 10, Corey Mater. Just getting those penalties back up on the board. The penalty clock kept moving there for a moment. Sorry, folks. Perfect. Now they're back on there. Weber State coming out big there. 3-0 lead going into the intermission.
They really wouldn't explode. It was really strange. It was where they were lost. And the six house they had, kind of cheap. And either one, like, one was one of this. All right, ready, boy. Let's go, Profi. I've got the cannon of a 7 player.
Sorry. Totally forgot about this. Yes! Fucking East, they're one of the best teams in the country. Idaho State 6 times in the first semester and expect to be like a top 4 team. Vanderbilt has a lead in football against South Carolina. Yeah. 21-7.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Who paid them?
I don't know, man.
I know you don't like Utah saying anything. I'm the only exception. Slightly.
I'm not gonna like the Hurricane. Our game lost tonight. When Obi was here and he thought it was out, he went the same way he thought.
Shots on goal 7-5, pretty close. I don't like how I have to keep re-adding the penalty because if I start the timer, it's like, I don't want to work.
We'll just figure it out.
POV me to any ref ever. Figure it out.
Are you pregnant? Because I think you missed a period. That's the favorite one I've heard.
It was 86 that was in the box for us, right? Mattingly was in the box, right? just moments away from period 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second period. Let's make some noise.
Face-off won by Weber State's Kalashkov. Back to Parker James, my apologies. James now on it. Now that both brothers aren't on the ice, I can just say James. Up to Hunter. Hunter, pass goes awry. He's able to regain possession for the Wildcats. Over to James. James couldn't control it cleanly. Hull up to Kalashkov, turned over in front now. Ramsey thinking about it for a moment. Shot gets deflected, and that'll see both teams go back to full strength. Kalashkov now leading the charge for Weber. Dances around a man, leaves it for Hunter. Hunter shot deflected wide by Anderson. Weber State now with it behind the net. Centering pass, no one home for the Wildcats. Piers up to LaFontaine. LaFontaine driving, centers, and they score. On the goal, number 23, Jackson Ferry, with the assist going to 28, LaFontaine, and the assist going to Piers, the captain. As far as I know, I believe that's a CIC. Face-off infraction, Alonzo forced to leave, now Mater in. Face-off won by the Aggies. Weber now on it. Icing waved off there. Sets of both fans wanting a call for the hold down there. Utah State has numbers now. Centering pass went through the zone. Player goes down there. Utah State fans wanting the call. Parker James now on it. Long pass for Takatani, and it finds its way, and he gets hit off the puck there. Centering pass shot gets tipped late there. Couldn't see the Aggie that made the quick skating effort to block that shot. High bank off the glass. In a race, Wallace will wave off icing against the Aggies. He skates around. Shot tipped aside by Wallace. And up into the netting now. Momentum here early in the second has been all Aggie blue. Face-off won by the Wildcats. Reed up to Manningly. Manningly shot tipped over the net by Anderson. Mattingly now on it. Pass finds its way to Abercrombie. Shot in, goes wide. Loose puck now picked up by Couldn't see it, but it's up to Sanborn. Sanborn now rushes in for the Aggies. And he'll ring it around the boards. Reed wins the race to the loose puck. Pass up to Mattingly, and it finds its mark. Up to Vesker. Vesker. Shot deflected into the corner there. Now up to Hull, over to Abercrombie. Abercrombie sends a shot in. Tipped wide, and Merritt now on it for Weber. Yes, for Weber. Vesker almost causing a turnover there, and eventually he does. Back to Hull. Hull, big pass up to Merritt. Merritt now, pass to Azadi. Azadi, shot in, saved by Anderson. Shot goes wide. And because there was a headlock there, if I'm correct, looks like they're just giving him a warning. That could have been a penalty against the Aggies. Max Tedsted has to keep his composure there, almost costing his team. Face-off won by Weber. However, off the tie-up now sees the Aggies. Pass through the slot, goes wide. Norwood banks it up and out. Tate fans on the tip. That'll wave off icing as it finds its way all the way down to the Aggie net. Tate pinned in his zone. Stretch pass and tipped late. Artukovic now won it for Weber. Feed. Stretch pass to Kalashkov. Kalashkov elects to hold up. Hunter now to Parker. Just couldn't get it inside. Delayed offsides. Weber State will have to touch up. Utah State now stretch pass to Fernigan. Fernigan gains the zone for Utah State. Back to Pfeiffer. Freegan? Freegang? That's dope. I just got the pronunciation of his name. Freegang. Azadi held up. And Azadi, sorry, Yancey had to stop there. I have a score update from Sandy, Utah. Real Salt Lake playing bitter rivals, Sporting Kansas. Real Salt Lake from the prodigal son, Diego Luna, up 1-0 over bitter rival Sporting Kansas. I also have an update from McNeese and Weber State. Division I football playing their way. Bank pass, gets tipped down, and that'll be a hand pass. And Weber State wanting the penalty as a player took a run late at Takatani. I have a final score update from that Weber State-McNeese game. Weber State narrowly avoiding the comeback that McNeese was mounting. Final score 42-41. Weber State win over an FCS powerhouse, getting their first win in the column. Face-off won by Utah State in their own zone. The physicality ramping up here now. Pinned in that far corner. Still pinned in that near corner, looking for something. Now it comes loose, LaFontaine. Stretch pass, up and out of play. If you guys didn't know, I am a season ticket member for Real Salt Lake. That's why I'm looking at that game and the Weber State football game. Face-off won by Weber State here. Pass up to Reed. Reed hit down, and we'll have a penalty against Utah State. Shot in, and it's going to be a cross check. Like I said, I'll let a little bit go, but when you have the numbers showing and you're that close to the boards, stay away. LaFontaine, 2 minutes for the cross check there. And if you're Utah State, when you've got the momentum starting to go your way, that's not what you want to see from a veteran player. Face-off won by Weber State here on the power play. Hull over to Hunter. Shot in front. Norwood. And the net comes off its moorings. Here with 13-22. Face-off won by Weber State. Hunter over to Kalashkov, back to Hunter. Hunter, shot, still loose in front now. Norwood held up, but back to Hull. Slap shot from Hunter, saved off the line there by Utah State. They elect to clear it. It'll come out to Hunter. Hunter able to only clear. Utah State able to only clear it so far. And an Aggie does not have a stick. Centering to Kalashkov. Down to Hunter. Hunter to Kalashkov. Kalashkov cycling. Pass down to Hunter. That's Mattingly. Mattingly to Kalashkov. Kalashkov to Hunter. Hunter drives. Shot goes wide. And that'll come all the way down. Up to Hunter. Hunter. Up to Mater. Mater. He gets hit up high in the face. A clear high stick missed there. Just got caught with the blade. Alonzo able to spin around. Shot glove down. Now, the high stick, it was kind of on a follow-through. I'll give the benefit of the doubt, but if it's right in front of the official defensive player, I think you've got to give the other penalty there. Definitely, in my humble opinion, almost got away with one there. Face-off won by Utah State. Feed able to halt it at the blue line. Over to Artukovic now. Alonso now. Still fighting for it. Now over to Takatani. Back to Alonso. Alonso rings it around the boards for Takatani. And that'll find its way to Feed. Feed down to Mater. Mater over to Artukovic. Back down to Mater. Mater, it just took a hop over his stick. And now the Aggies, turnover by Takatani in front. Shot goes wide. Now Utah State able to gain possession. Now finally some offensive zone action for the Aggies after a moment. Shot saved by Yancey. I'll say this, folks. I don't want to read into anything, but Utah State's new assistant coach, Eric Gerloff, is the vice president of the Wasatch Reffing Association. Read into that how you will towards season's end. Get the conspiracy theories flowing early. They won't call you crazy. Face-off won by Utah State. Now in, still Gifford behind the net, pinned. Players tumbling down. Utah State now with it at the blue line. Shot in, deflected Manningly. Unable to get the full clearance. Turned over Gifford. Shot saved by Yancey. Face-off blocker side of Yancey. Face-off won by the Aggies. Bogan now. Pass through the slot. And the net just came off its moorings just from a little bit of contact, pushing and shoving there in front of the net. Face-off, won by Weber in their own zone. Tied up, though. Finds its way to Norwood. Norwood, pass over to Kalashkov. Kalashkov over to James. James. Stretch pass up to Norwood. Gets the tip. Kalashkov almost winning the race there. Ferry almost winning the race there. Abercrombie now. Bank pass up. Finds its way to Hunter. Just couldn't control it. Now Jensen for Utah State. Up to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer hit off by Abercrombie, and he's upset about that. Shot skied wide. Azadi leading the charge up to Kalashkov. Kalashkov cuts in, shot deflected by Anderson. Tip now over to Abercrombie. Abercrombie pass to Kalashkov. Kalashkov exits the zone to a pass to Hughes. Over to Abercrombie from Mattingly. Abercrombie up to Hughes. Banked in there. LaFontaine will corral the loose puck. Hughes takes a tumble over LaFontaine. Door comes open off the hit. And the linesman checks the wrong door. Face-off won by Weber. Artukovic just lost it on the stick handle. Back to Theed now. Theed up to Schuster. Schuster tips it in. And he'll win the race to the loose puck. Now pinned behind the net. And Anderson elects to stop play.
Moving on its own.
Face-off won by Weber. However, due to the fast skating of an Aggie, sees that go the way of the Aggies. Wallace now on it. Just couldn't get it to go his way. Now intercepted. Theed leads the charge. He's turning on the Jets. Theed. Shot goes wide. Artukovic able to keep it on for Weber. They'll dump it down to Norwood. Back to Artukovic. Just couldn't link up. And Takatani able to disrupt the play there. Theed. Pass up. Mater cherry picking for Weber. Unable to get it though. Wallace. His pass gets tipped by Takatani. And Weber State able to corral it off the dump in from Utah State. Stretch pass all the way up to Alonzo, and he'll tip it in. Jensen now. His pass gets turned over. Shot from Alonzo. Tipped in front. And saved. Face-off won by Weber State. Shot deflected though. Sees the Aggies run away with it. James able to thwart the Aggies. Over to Cooper now. Cooper wins the race. Unable to get the clearance though. Alonzo stretch pass up to Mater. Mater now skating alone in. Turned over now. And now Takatani Gains the zone, dumps it for Mater. Mater's shot goes deflected by Anderson. Alonso able to corral the loose puck. Just couldn't link up with Mater there, sitting in front. Turnover caused by Mattingly of Weber State. Alonso now. Dancing around. Abercrombie unable to keep it in. Over to Hull. Hull dumps in and an icing against the Wildcats. And it looks like they're going to wave off the icing, and we're going to have a neutral ice face-off. Griffel, the former ref, not happy with that one. Face-off won by Weber State. Back to Abercrombie, over to Hull, over to Vesker, back to Hull. Hull up to Vesker. Vesker up to Reed. Reed dumps it in. And Vesker wins the race to the loose puck there. Pinned on the boards. Vesker skates away. Tipped in. Glove down. Face-off won by Weber. Their shot goes well wide. Mattingly controls the rebound back to Abercrombie. Abercrombie shot high and wide. Down to Reed. Reed unable to corral it. Utah State unable to get it cleanly. Now they do. Sanborn says he's hooked by Abercrombie. Refs say no. Vesker. Bang pass up to Mattingly, finds its way. Vesker's shot, and he scores! I know for sure the goal is 11, Simon Vesker, with the assist going to 86, Tim Mattingly waiting on the secondary assist. No other assist. It's Vesker from the pass. Sorry, Vesker on the goal from the pass of Mattingly. The Aggies win the faceoff now, trying to get something back. As now Weber has their 3-goal cushion. Norwood leading the charge. Pass over to Hunter, intercepted. Up to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer dispossessed. Artukovic now up to Hunter, up to Koloshkov. Koloshkov. Pass over to Hunter, unable to get it down. Up to Theed now. Theed to Norwood, just couldn't get it to go. Hit there from Norwood, the captain. Able to regain possession now. Weber is Artukovic. Pass from Artukovic to Norwood. And Norwood dumps it in and goes for the change. Ferry. Shot in front. Tipped wide. And tied up now behind that net. Coming away from it now. Ferry tried the Michigan and will have a penalty against Weber State. It's going to be Parker James. They called the tripping on him, even though his stick was nowhere near Ferry.
Why'd you delete it?
Shot in on the power play. They're giving that goal to number 6, Luke Anderson. Shot in front. Abercrombie now. Up to Takatani. Over to Abercrombie. 92 up to Mater. Mater up to Takatani. Just couldn't corral it. Ramsey now up to LaFontaine. LaFontaine, a great athlete. He's played some shifts defensively and offensively tonight for the Aggies. He's been everywhere. Weber State now on it. Turned over. Benign, sorry. Shot saved. Big shot there now. Now a little late hit there. Weber might have gotten away with one. No, they are going to send him. It looked for a moment they were going to let him get away with it. They're going to talk about it. I'd be shocked here if Weber State goes without a penalty here. Upon conference, they're not going to give Weber State a penalty there. It was a hit after the whistle, and I don't know about that. I think Weber got away with one there. Face-off won by Weber. Over to Artukovic to Seed. Seed up to Reed. Reed kicks it out of the zone. Reed now on it, and he'll dump it all the way in. Turnover, Mattingly, just tied up. Again, I think Weber got away with a trip there. shot. And Mattingly tips it aside. After the Yancey save, Weber State now on it. Mattingly dumps it in and will go for the line change. That'll go all the way down. Icing waved off to the fast skating of, I believe that's Piers. And the pass goes wide. Bogan has to regroup. Over to James. James, stretch pass up to Hunter. Hunter now has Norwood. Tried to link up with Kloshkov. Kloshkov down to Norwood now. Back to Hunter, just went wide. James, over to James. Shot gets deflected. I believe that's Ferry making the diving effort for the Aggies. Stretch pass. Ferry again standing tall on the defense from a forward. And that'll tip all the way down to the Weber zone. Centering shot goes deflected. Kloshkov, 24 seconds left. Pass up to Hunter. Hunter to Kloshkov. Kloshkov. Pass in front. Pfeiffer not happy with something that the Weber State captain did. I will say they're going back just a few moments. It looked like Weber State got away with a hit after the whistle and a tripping call. I think there should be 2 penalties against Weber there that went uncalled. Utah State not happy with that, however. They feel, and I believe they should rightfully be on a power play. As I'm getting the glare from our Weber State hockey player, cameraman tonight. Face-off infraction. Utah State. 13.8 seconds to go. Sorry, 13.1, sorry. Weber State wins the face-off. Merritt trying to get something to go. Glove down with authority at the 7-second mark by Tate Anderson. Utah State not happy they're not allowed to change there. Refs saying you took a little too long. Another face-off infraction. 5.5 here to go. This time it looks like it's against Weber. Face-off won by Weber. Hunter shot deflected there by Anderson. And that'll see the score at the end of 2. Weber State 4, Utah State 2. right, as we get ready for the third frame here to go, and with how these two teams are playing, I wouldn't be shocked if we're in store for a fourth frame, potentially even a shootout.
All right, folks, let's get ready to make some noise.
Score update from Sandy, Utah. Real Salt Lake 2, Sporting Kansas 1 in the 76th minute. Goal scorers in that one, Diego Luna in the 40th and Alexandros Contranas in the 62nd, and Sporting Kansas's lone goal, a Brian Vera own goal, sees them in the score sheet.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And here we go for the final period of this game. Utah State playing well. So well, in fact, I'd say the scoreline doesn't show it. I think they've been right there in it, and it should be 4-4, and that would show just how close this game has been. Not sure what the delay is here. Looks like they're talking and neutralize.
Here we go.
Finally now. Official number 93 sees us underway here in the final frame, won by Hunter of Weber. James dumps the puck in. That'd be Cooper James on the dump. Stretch pass, intercepted by Parker James. And his pass now up the boards to Kloshkov. Kloshkov tries to get it to Norwood. Norwood shot just went wide. Now up to Parker James. Shot goes wide. And Cooper James collects as it wraps all the way around. Kloshkov. Skating through, still with Kloshkov. Turns, uses the ref as a small shield. Back to Abercrombie. Abercrombie now. Up to Alonso, intercepted. Mater able to halt the momentum. Now Bogan for Utah State. Stretch pass to Tedston. Over to Anderson. Anderson fans on the shot right in front. Still with it now. I believe that's Tedston. Over to Ramsey. Ramsey Couldn't keep it in, had to touch up for an offsides. Alonso skies it down. Fans on it. Icing waved off. Ramsey, pass up to Tedston. Couldn't corral it. High up. We'll have a race for the loose puck and icing against the Wildcats. Well, this song played, it's going to get banned in Russia. Face-off tied up, now gone the way of Weber State. Feed on it. Over to Alonso. Alonso skies it down. LaFontaine again showing his athleticism and his just hockey IQ, taking shifts both as a forward and a defenseman tonight for the Aggies. And I've said his name plenty. Reed dumps it in. Ramsey corrals it for the Aggies. Pass up to Banan. Big hit there from Reed, and we'll have a penalty against Weber State. Both arms up. It could be two. It's going to be 2 minutes for a boarding there to Reed. Utah State 1 for 2 on the power play tonight. Sorry, 1 for 3. Looking to go 2 for 4. Weber State looking to keep them 1 and 4. Face-off goes the way of the Aggies. And Weber gets the quick clearance down. LaFontaine corrals. LaFontaine turning on the Jets now. Back pass to Piers. Piers skates around Hughes. Piers. Pass down, I believe that's Ferry. Ferry couldn't corral it, and Weber get the clearance all the way down. Anderson corrals it. Pass up to LaFontaine. LaFontaine. Drop pass to Piers. Piers. Or no, sorry, that's Ramsey. Abercrombie gloves it down and removes a man from play. Norwood gets the clearance all the way down. Anderson halts it midway behind the net. 1 minute here to go on this penalty kill for Weber. Ramsey letting the Aggies get into position. Drop pass to Baum. Baum skates up, rings it around the boards for Fairgain. A pass from Bogan hit off the skate of Anderson, and it'll go all the way down to the other Anderson in net. Anderson now trying to will it himself, gets dispossessed, and Weber get the clearance. However, goes up and out of play. Face-off won by Utah State here. 20 seconds to go on their penalty, on their man advantage. Almost said penalty kill. Sending pass shot, glove down by Yancey. 6 seconds to go on that penalty. Face-off won by Utah State. However, Weber State gets the puck. Hunter now. Norwood to Hunter. Man advantage gone. Turnover by the Aggies. Bouncing for a moment. Up to Ted Stick. Wrapping around. Tedston leaves it for LaFontaine. Shot. Glove down. And we'll have a penalty against Weber State again. Fans not happy with that one. It's a roughing call. I don't like that. You've called the call, and now Peterson, I believe that's Peterson trying to bait Artukovic to try to say something to get thrown out. You made the correct call, I'll give you that. It's a roughing. I don't like the refs trying to do that, though. And they've been trying to do that for both sides tonight. Weber get the clearance all the way down. LaFontaine has had a lot of ice time tonight. Over to Pierce to Ramsey. Ramsey shot saved by Yancey. Now, two Aggies flanking the official saying, we want another penalty.
Stomach's getting full.
Yeah, Colin, you've chugged a half-gallon of chocolate milk. Face-off won by Weber. Fanning on the clearance was Parker James. However, tied up now behind the Weber net. Our cameraman tonight, Colin Morla, scratch player for Weber. And LaFontaine, fans on the shot right in front. Sorry, our cameraman saying, hey, I'm getting a little full, but he has had almost a half-gallon of chocolate milk. Pierce, shot! And LaFontaine fans on the rebound. Now LaFontaine again with it. With how much ice time he's received tonight, LaFontaine surely deserves his name in that score column. Every time Utah State has called his number, he's willingly gone out. LaFontaine's shot goes deflected up into the netting by Yancey. There are a few Aggies with how much they've been playing and how hard and high energy they've been playing deserve their name in that score column tonight. Still to count 4-2 for Weber. Face-off won by Weber in their own zone. Still pinned now, comes out, and fanning on it was Baum. It looks like LaFontaine is getting a well-needed rest. He's been out there for a while, even before the penalty. And then he skated a full almost 2 minutes on the power play. Now Bomb just lost it in the skates. Weber State back to full strength. Parker all the way up to Koloshkov, just couldn't get it. And Koloshkov still with it. Shot in, rebound in front. Koloshkov with it. Rebound in front. It's loose, lost. Couldn't get it. It's still now the Aggies have their way with it. Yancey stands tall in his net. Long stretch pass. And Mooney just assaulted Mater. Now Mater with it. Skating around, shot it, and he scores! Cheap shot me all you want. Have it in the back of the net. The goal scorer, number 10, Corey Mater, unassisted. Both sides not wanting that face-off infraction there. Face-off won by Weber. Up to Mattingly. And that'll go all the way down for an icing. Face-off won by the Aggies. It trickled right in front of Yancey. Now Weber with it. Feed. I'll say this, though. Anytime an Aggie player breathes on a Weber player, the Weber fans wanting a penalty. And we will have a delayed penalty against Ramsey of Utah State for a high hit there up to the face of a Weber State player. Weber State back on the power play tonight.
Cross check.
Hull over to Hunter. Hunter back to Hull. Hull. Koloshkov just trickles wide. Big hit there. And Jensen not happy with that. Fernigan got lit up by Mattingly. And the refs deem it a clean hit. Aggie faithful. I'll say that the only players upset that there wasn't a call there were some of the Aggie players. And Freegan, told to leave the ice as his helmet did come off. Face-off won by the Aggies here. Bomb now on it. Still now pinned. Jostling for it. Looks like it'll come the way of. For a moment there, it looked like it was the Weber State. But the quick skating of Gifford, it's going Utah State. Short-handed now here. Norwood now. Just lost it on the stick handle. Picking it up now is Hunter. Hunter over to Alonzo. Alonzo stood up at the goal, at the blue line there. Anderson takes a run at Alonzo. Now Reed. Down to Hunter. Alonzo shot deflected by Luke Anderson. Now Luke Anderson almost had clean skating. Reed up to Vesker. Vesker back down to Reed. Intercepted. Clearance pass from the Aggies. Thwarted out by Parker James. Reed now turning it over now. I believe that's Saldana. Sanborn, no. Bogan now punching the boards at the end of his shift. Not happy. Vesker skates in. A brouhaha in front of the net there. Vesker and Baum tangled up, both wanting a penalty. Really nothing of note there except for a brief moment where it looked like Utah State was about to come away with a shorthanded goal here. Shot goes wide. And we'll have a penalty against Utah State here.
All right, let's go there. Where's the loudest fans? If you are a Utah State fan, make some noise! All right. If you are a Weber fan, make some noise!
Weber faithful showing loud. Jackson Ferry in the box for Utah State. It's going to be 2 minutes for a boarding call. And now we'll have a long pause as Tremblay, the new head coach of Utah State, wants to have a word with the officials. And now Yosh Ridgen, the head coach of Weber, has his conversation. Well, as we get going here, face-off won by Weber. Back to pull, Hull, over to Hunter. Hunter to Kalashkov. Shot, and he scores! On the power play, number 16, Kalashkov, gets the goal with the assist from Hull, and I believe there's a secondary assist. The secondary assist going to number 66, Caden Hunter. Face-off won by Weber State.
Number 16, Bakakakov. Number 92, Matt Hewell. And number 66, Kate Hunter. Weber, goal!
Now, 9 shot. Utah State trying to answer back quickly. Final score from Sandy, Utah, Real Salt Lake 2, Sporting Kansas 1. Real Salt Lake finally back in the win column. And I had to sell my season ticket tonight because I had to be here. But if there's anywhere in the world, I'd be at a hockey rink. I just love Utah sports. Face-off won by Utah State. No one there to corral it as it'll exit the zone. Over to Mooney. Mooney up to Wallace. Couldn't, and offside. I thought it looked from my angle, Utah State was able to keep it on, but that little blind spot right there by the dasher, ref saying it went over. No real protest from Utah State, though. Face-off won by Weber State. Over to Parker. James up to Takatani. Takatani. Now pin up along the boards. Weber State pass. Trickles right in front of Anderson. I believe that was Jensen fanning on the clearance, but he eventually got the puck. Bang pass up to Bogan. Bogan fans on the clearance again. And Mater for Weber will dump it in. Jensen now. Long pass up to Benign. Doesn't go. We'll have an icing against Weber, Utah State with 7:06 to go. Face-off won by Weber State. Shot in, just went wide. And USU get the clearance. Feed corrals it for Weber. Over to Artukovic. Artukovic back to Feed. Up to Mattingly. Mattingly tries to link up with Vesker. Back down to Feed. After the USU clearance. Up to Mattingly. Mattingly dumps it in and is removed from play. And Anderson elects to halt up. Face-off infraction. Simon Vesker of Weber State. Both teams kind of wondering what that one was about. Face-off won by USU. Now tied up goes the way of the Wildcats. Right in front. Took a weird bounce off the boards. Now tied up. Still tied up. Vesker keeps it on. Shot. Rebound in front. Vesker again with it. Vesker flips it up to Mattingly. Mattingly. Pull. Sends a shot in, tipped. Gloved down with authority there by Titan Anderson. Face-off won by Weber, back to Cooper James. James rings it around all the way to Merritt, who gets swiftly removed from play by, I believe, Sanborn. Correction, no, that was Pfeiffer. I just saw a 9. My apologies. Pass up to Azadi. Azadi in front. Pass intercepted by Ferry of Utah State. Re-intercepted by James. Merritt there, able to halt up for just a moment. Five minutes here to go. Hunter tied up there for a moment. Feed, dumps it in. Anderson couldn't quite corral it. Back up to Kalashkov. Kalashkov intercepts it to Norwood, to Hunter. Hunter to Norwood, just tipped was Jackson Ferry with an outstanding defensive effort there for the Aggies. Up to Hunter now. To, I believe that's Artukovic. Up to Norwood. Norwood dumps it in, hits off of a pad. Kalashkov forces an interception. It's loose. And thankfully, it goes the way of the Aggies as Titan Anderson had no idea where it had gone. Shot goes tipped down. Weber player loses his edge there, trying to box out a player. And offsides the call. Possibly. If that's an offsides call, I'm not happy with that call. Even as a Weber State person, I think that was well onside. And it looks like offside's the call, and I gotta say it, I think that was well onsides for the Aggies there. Now 6 players on for the Aggies as Saldana didn't hear the call for a line change. Face-off won by the Aggies. Now the age-old question, do you pull Anderson? You gotta get something going. You've got plenty of time left. You're down by 4. Do you pull him early or do you leave it? Alonzo now, shot, hit off the mat, and scores.
Number 13, Noah Takatani. From number 9, Andrew Alonso. Number 10, Corey Bader. On another.
Sorry, folks, just getting the stats for that one. Weber now with it. The goal coming from number 13, Noah Takatani, assisted by number 9, Andrew Alonso, and number 10, Corey Mader. Reed, shot, scores! Face-off won by Weber.
Number 25, Landon Reed. From number 4.
Offsides to call. Unassisted on the goal, number 25, Landon Reed, sees Weber up 8-2. Face-off won by Weber. All the way down, icing called. Against the Aggies, that'll come all the way down. The Aggies look like they're just running out of steam here lately. But moments before this, the scoreline does not show how close this game has been. The leading player with possession of the puck can cross the line before the puck does. That was established last year. Hughes keeps it in. Now, Utah State with it. Again, this scoreline does not show how close this game was for the first 2 frames and really half of the third. Pinned now here on the near boards. Still pinned, fans getting antsy. Now comes loose, shot. It actually looks like we'll have a penalty against Utah State. So we've got Luke Artukovic, Weber State, 2 minutes for a hold. And number 12, Nolan Gifford for Utah State, 2 minutes elbow. .155 here to go, 4-on-4. And because they happen at the same time, we'll be 4-on-4 here for the remainder of this game. Face-off won by Utah State. Shot, Jensen gets tipped high and wide. Utah State with it in the corner. Just keeping it on was Pfeiffer. Still with it now up at the blue line. Over to Jensen. Jensen drives. Shot goes wide and exits the zone. Utah State now. The rink got real quiet out of nowhere. In front now. Shot just broken up by Hunter of Weber State. And he'll elect to hold up as we go down now. 1 minute left here. And barring a miracle for the Aggies, it'll see Weber State come away with the win here. Now the frustration clearly starting to go. LaFontaine now throwing punches behind the net. LaFontaine throwing punches at the end there and is incensed. Tate Jensen been shown the gate. And LaFontaine now throwing a temper tantrum in the box is being shown the door. And I can confirm number 15, Zach Pierce for Utah State, does in fact have the captaincy. And I personally, knowing him outside of hockey, off the rink, I couldn't think of a more deserving person for that seat to go to on Utah State's roster. He's a nice player on the ice, off the ice. Colin Morrow disagreeing with me about the on the ice part. But personally, I've had experience with him for the Ogden Mustangs, Utah State. He's a great player, both on and off the ice. Couldn't say enough about him. And it looks like both LaFontaine and Cooper James have been shown the door. So it looks like we're going to take those penalties off the board. Now Cooper James getting the explanation. But I will say, though, LaFontaine threw quite the temper tantrum in the penalty box for a man who was throwing punches at a man who's like 5 years younger than him. Intermountain ACHA, I couldn't say it better. Like you said, hell of a guy.
Didn't realize that's how you spelled it.
You didn't know that's how you spell that word? Well, you're a hockey player. I wouldn't expect you to.
Weber State education.
Weber State not known for their academics.
Just their hockey.
Just their hockey. Not even their football. Hey, Weber State got the win tonight against McNeese.
That's a first.
Literally their first win of the season. They played James Madison got blown out, played Arizona, got blown out even worse. Narrowly held on to beat McNeese. Now, I will say, if you're an Aggies fan, now is not the time to hit the panic button. This is a good young core that you guys have coming in. So it's probably just that first game jitters for Utah State. A lot of young guys, new guys on their team, a new coach, new system. Now is not the time to hit the panic button. If you're Weber State, all's well. 2 big wins. You have the 17-0 shutout against Utah Valley last night and an 8-2 victory against the bitter rivals, Utah State, tonight. Weber State has gone hardcore on the strength and conditioning here in the season. We played 2 scrimmages against the Ogden Mustangs, and it was such a good game, such a great thing to see. We'll see you here next time. Have a great night as the teams line up to shake hands. We'll see you right here next week for Weber versus, if I'm correct, South Dakota.
Thank you.